Hi everyone, it's been a couple of weeks, a lot going on, glad to be back, and we're on our way into Salamanca this morning and Jeff's loving it. You can see he's so excited. First snag, possible snag, is that there is going to be a road closure. They're putting in a new walkway from the domain across to the aquatic centre.
Don't want to be negative, but waste of time.
And it's causing all sorts of issues in Hobart just because the engineers made a bit of an error in the height of the actual bridge for things passing underneath. And
it's going to be used once a year.
And Jeff says once a year, but there are people who use the domain regularly every single day who will use the walkway. But it looks like the road's clear. We might be okay. So this is the bridge just here. It's going to connect across to the other side. It's a walkway.
That's what bridges do usually.
Will be interesting to see what the final design looks like. Probably the most difficult thing to experience when you're coming into the markets, if you are local, is trying to find yourself a park. We've got a park. So total cost of parking this morning was $6.40. Pretty good spot. Now if you are coming by cruise boat and it's a Saturday morning, you're in for a treat because the cruise boat will pull up just over here and you just do a walk around this building and along this way. Just keep going in that direction and you can't miss the market. It's over where you see those green trees. So it's only a really short walk. So down toward Muir's there is where we park the car. And if you continue walking up this way and then you take a right just here where this building is, you can go for a bit of a walk through Constitution Dock, and then over here got the Tasmanian Museum and Art Gallery. It's a gorgeous building, you have to go there if you're down this way. And on this corner over here is the Maritime Museum. And if you follow that street up, on the next corner is the Tourist Information Centre, so you can find out lots about other things to go and see while you're down this way. And if you go up to that next corner where you see the trees of the park up that way and turn right, that's the road that goes straight into Elizabeth Street in town where the mall is, and you can go and do a spot of shopping. So everything is within really close walking distance. Still on the same road, only this time we've got Mawson's Hut straight ahead. You can go in there and find out what the hut was like down in Antarctica. And if we turn around this way...
Just behind Mawson's Hut, if you like a bit of scotch, is the Lark Distillery.
Correct, Lark Distillery is just behind there as well. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. World-winning scotch. And behind me here we have the Lady Nelson, which you can go on day trips on. And we have the Pentacle wilderness tours, so if you want to go out and check out down around Bruni and go on some of the tours there, that's where you do your bookings for that. Over there you have Elizabeth Street Pier. There's some really good restaurants and a bar there called T42. We can go and have a drink and fish frenzy, do a great lunch. This building just here is where you go and do all your bookings to hop on the Mona Roma, which is this cat over here, which will take you across to the Museum of Modern Art.
Which is pretty weird.
Which is pretty weird, and we've been there a few times, haven't we, Joe?
It's pretty weird.
It's really weird.
Pretty weird. It's worth seeing the building. The building's just gorgeous. Sandstone building, dug under the ground. Gorgeous. But the stuff in it, he's out there.
Yeah. And we've done a video of that, so if you want to check out some of our other videos, we did pop out to Mona just recently, so you can find that and have a little bit of a look. So we're continuing along. We're almost down to Salamanca at the moment. As you get closer to Salamanca, there's a couple of places just like to mention. A lot of the places in Salamanca sell boutique beers, and pretty much all of them. You don't get your normal beers on tap. So if you're after a cheap drink of the generic kind, Carlton Drafts and the like, Telegraph Hotel here on the corner is a great place, a great spot to come and have a drink. And the other is just down the road. Sorry about the wind, guys. The Customs House Hotel, which is just down the bottom there. Customs House, we've got lots of pictures up on the wall of the Sydney to Hobart. In fact, when the race comes in, that's where a lot of the crew like to go and have a drink, down at the Customs House. So I highly recommend stopping in either of those two places for a cheaper style generic drink.
Bit of a history lesson.
Oh, hang on.
Bit of a history lesson. You can see the walkway up there, end of the street. That is actually where the water used to go up to.
Yeah.
Back in the 1800s, this has all been built up over water. So this all we would be sending in water right now, back in the 1800s.
Just looking back where we came from, over here we have the Hobart Historic Cruises, and you head out on this little ferry, which we call Captain Fells, and takes you around, gives you a tour of the waterways of Hobart. Directly behind me here we have Princess Wharf Shed, and this is the location of the Taste of Tasmania later over the Christmas break. It's also the location for Winter Feast during Dark Mofo. So at the moment it's a bit quiet, but there are sometimes exhibitions there, so it's worth checking out to see if there's anything on. Salamanca Market runs on a Saturday, every Saturday of the year from about 8:30 through to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And there's lots to do here. It's not your normal market where they're selling lots of rubbish. There's actually individual stalls of people with handmade crafts and other items. It's a definite must-do if you are down this way. I'm hoping that the Bruny Island oyster will fix this cold that I've got going. Yum. If you get a little tired of being pushed around inside the market, all you need to do is just take a step behind the stalls, find yourself a nice quiet spot and have something to eat, or just relax and enjoy in the atmosphere and the sunshine. They do have some tables set up a little bit further back, which they never had in the past, so happy to have a seat. Because it's going to take you a little while to get through all the stalls, trust me. Don't forget to take a walk from the markets into some of the buildings that are down along the side as well, because there's lots to see and snack on, or do while you're doing that as well.
Exposed timber beams, beautiful buildings.
Hell, the convict stone, because of the chisel marks in it. Every now and then in some of the brickwork find a thumbprint, because as the convicts were building with the red bricks, they'd leave their thumbprints in them. So you can see that up at the penitentiary. So everyone, that was our little glimpse into the Salamanca Market. We only showed you a glimpse because part of the magic of coming to Tasmania is to discover some things on your own, and I'm sure that you will find a ton of stuff in there that you will absolutely love. We usually just come down for something to eat or to purchase some more dukkah or condiments or something like that. Honey is always a big treat for us when we come down here. So yeah, Salamanca Market. Just talking to Jeff on the way back over to the car about how often the Salamanca Market ever got cancelled, and I don't think in the time that we've been down here it's been cancelled more than a couple of times.
Due to wind.
And that's only been due to wind, not rain or snow or anything like that, but high winds, because obviously with all the awnings and tents and things, it's a big danger for people flying on.
The big trees falling over there.
Yeah, the big trees also would be a concern, but mainly flying debris and tents hitting innocent passersby is probably the main reason. So we're off back home again. Jeff's going to be smoking some beef jerky this evening. What's happened?
Oh, I just said to you before, I said it's a shame we don't see the seaplane in Hobart anymore, and just as I look to the right, there's a seaplane.
Here comes the seaplane. There we go.
But we don't have a seaplane anymore. Maybe we do.
So if you've enjoyed our little trip around Salamanca this morning, drop us a like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and if there's somewhere in Tasmania that you might be planning to come and see that you'd like us to check out or do a video on, please let us know. Until then, we'll see you in the next one.